We go tonight. Line 20. Watch the pass.
Here's the third-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check Mike 26. Delta.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 99. Check 50. Check 50.
Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
24 is the mic. You don't know no better. 24 is the mic. Watch the out. No. Express. I got him. Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff, and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
That's it. 20. Check 26. Check safety. Switch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there. What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. Now Newton. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for. Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, echo. Here we go, G. All day,
from the gun, here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
16 yards. First down, Rams.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams, nothing.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
That's it. 180. 8. Hey, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun. Off. 24.
Newton to throw. Got it. It's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Tanner Rapp, who picked it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Gone. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. That one good for 24 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Looking for Woods that time.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
Come on, fellas.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Great. 41.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Goff, escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Rams 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun. 24 is the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Out of the gun, Newton. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Check 8.
First carry for James Conner. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Great.
Now Newton on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Let's go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
20. Right there to 3. 2 times. 4 down. 8. Put it to Jack Palmer. Put it to Jack Palmer.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Gun. He's coming. Double up.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Like 20. 11.
Now Goff on first down. Flush to his right. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
Smoke! Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike's 50, Mike's. Value 3. Value 3.
Goff on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set, ready, 20. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Samson Abukum. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
Trying to lay one. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
That's a what? That's a what? 6 guys. Fast. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On first down, Dobbins. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Tiger.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Check it out. General West.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Five. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Ready? 188. Here we go.
Newton to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now it's Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
My God, 180. Double dog, that's the way.
So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the 4th quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I come right. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I can't be number